I'm too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love, love's going to leave me.
Right. Welcome back. Jumping right into it. Awesome, brave, amazing dude. His name is Edward Snowden. He's risked his life to stand up to our government. He was a IT specialist. He was working for a company called Booz Allen and Hamilton. I like that name, Booz. He had been with this company about 3 months, and he was totally overwhelmed by what the program that he was monitoring was doing. So he contacted The Guardian and became a whistleblower. He disclosed government information to the public so we could be aware of what is being done to us. We are constantly being monitored by the government, and not only are we being monitored, our phone calls and our emails and photos, everything that's on a piece of technological equipment, a computer or phone, whatever, it's all stored, collected and stored, pretty much, and anytime anything happens, they have unlimited access to unlimited amounts of data, and that was a known thing that was going on because of the Patriot Act and terrorism. Personally, I think that it's terrorism to force your country to live in fear of what you're saying. What's the trigger word? What's the word that I say? You flagged me and then I'm in your stored box. I just want to express my views, and I thought it was a constitutional right to freely speak my mind, but it's not. So, anyways, Edward Snowden, awesome guy. Oh, side note, this company that is contracted by the National Security Administration made $5.86 billion last year. Billion last year. And the NSA has been contracting them to collect and store millions of records, domestically and internationally, monitoring all the time. It's officially Big Brother. That leads me to my next story. 3 years ago, Bradley Manning was arrested for aiding the enemy by communicating with WikiLeaks, or however you say that. WikiLeaks then shared the information with the public. The government considers the public the enemy because Al-Qaeda is part of the general public, supposedly. So you and I and Al-Qaeda, we're all the public, and we are all the enemy to our government, according to this charge against Bradley Manning. So that really grinded my gears. I mean, it's been going on for 3 years now, but the trial started this past week. And also, I found this out, I didn't know this. While he was in prison, this poor man endured inhumane treatment, and this was found out by a formal investigation by the United Nations. He had been isolated in a tiny cell for 23 out of 24 hours, not given clothes, sleep, or his glasses, and this is the country we live in. Prosecutors are asking for life in prison instead of the death penalty, and he has been charged with 22 offenses and he's pled guilty to 10. There is a Nobel Peace Prize petition for Bradley Manning, which has acquired 65,000 signatures. So if you support what Bradley Manning did and think that his disclosure of how our government was inflicting war crimes, you might want to sign the petition for Bradley Manning. Okay, My next story is my what the fuck fact. The Department of Justice released a study on county juvenile detention centers, surveying 8,500 boys and girls. Out of those, 1,720 had reported sexual assaults. 20% had been victimized more than 10 times. So 20% of 1,720 victimized more than 10 times. The majority of the assaults were done by the staff. Good study, Department of Justice. Alright, this is a happy story we're going to end with, because I like this one. The scientists in Uruguay produce a glow-in-the-dark sheep. Fluorescent gel was extracted from a jellyfish and then injected into a sheep mama who was impregnated and then gave birth to a glowing baby sheep. This is really significant because the milk has potential to produce medicine that could treat hemophilia, diabetes, and other health problems. So they are super cute. Glow-in-the-dark sheep. Gonna save some people some pain, hopefully. Gonna end with a quote from one of our founding fathers, John Adams, and he says, "Liberty cannot be preserved without a general knowledge among the people who have a right and a desire to know." So thank you for watching. See you next week. Thank you for caring to be informed and caring about the world we live in.
Leave me, and I'm too sexy for this song.